I know this is not our usual time and day to come on a live stream, but we are here and we are marriage mentors, Jeeva and Sulojana Sam. I'm Jeeva.
I'm Sulojana Sam.
We're also co-authors of a book called The Unbreakable Marriage, where we detail our marriage mentorship process that God has been using for the past 6 years to take married couples at the point of breaking down to breaking through, often in as little as 10 weeks. We guarantee results or you get your money back. And you can find out all about it at thesams.ca. The reason we came on today is to tell you about what we are going to cover on our regular live stream on Tuesday night at 8 p.m. EST.
Yeah, that's December the 13th, coming Tuesday, December the 13th. Yeah, so we thought, this is the Christmas is coming, lots of stress. When you talk to people, people are in a hurry, people are stressed out. So we thought we'll cover some of the points or some of the precautions that you can take to alleviate the stress. We had talked about this before, I think last year. But some of the points are like planning ahead. That way, what you're going to do in a certain day, or you get everything done so that
before we even get to the what to do, what do you think are some of the stresses that couples have told us that they experience? Because we're not just talking about the stress that general stress.
Yeah,
we're talking very specifically about stresses that impact a marriage, and that's why we were just very jokingly said, is it Merry Christmas or Marital Stressmas for you? Okay. So, Sulojana, what are some areas where people have experienced stress in the past that we know of?
I think what to buy. The gift giving is a big stressor, I would say, for their children, for their spouse, or family members.
Yeah.
That can put and the financial the expenses, it can put stress on the marriage. What else? Planning the meals and
yeah. So one of the other things that we often hear about is the stress of being in family gatherings. On the one hand, it's great to be with family, yet on the other hand, it may not be so great to be with family. Because every family, has some kind of tensions, and I shouldn't say every family, a lot of families do. And so, unfortunately, sometimes at these kind of gatherings, some old, hurts can come to the surface. And again, we'll try and cover as many of them as possible on Tuesday. And you know what? We'd like to ask you that question: like, what are some stresses that you have experienced in Christmas past, and also, like, tell us what you've done, to take care of the stress, or what you wish you could have done that you didn't do. That would be good advice for somebody else who is going through it. And so, like, all the way from the stress of traveling somewhere to getting to be with people that you may not fully get along. I'm on Facebook groups where, quite a few people say, my in-laws don't fully accept me, as part of their family. So when you go into a family gathering, some of them will feel ignored or maybe even slighted, and sometimes people make some comments. And so how do you almost know that it's going to happen before you get there, but you go anyway because it's Christmas, you're supposed to be together. So what are some good strategies, some SOPs, standard operating procedures, that you can follow? I think Sulojana used a good word. The word is alleviate, because you may not be able to eliminate, this kind of stress altogether, but you can make it as less stressful as possible.
That's right. Yeah. And setting boundaries, is another thing. Yeah. So we just wanted to give you a little, like a picture of what we are going to talk about on this coming Tuesday, December the 13th. And come along and bring your friends. Anything else you want to come?
Just to let you know that we'll be live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Twitter. So any of those platforms you can join. And one of the things we really would love to have you do for us is that when we come live, put this up, for example, please share this
Mhm.
on your timelines, by private message, whatever the case may be. And when we actually go live on Tuesday, if you could do us the same favor, it'll help us reach a much wider audience, because we just want to be a blessing,
Mhm.
to everybody that is, maybe going through, some kind of a stress this Christmas. All
Mhm.
right.
Yeah, I think I shared at the beginning, what are some of the things we are going to cover. Yeah, and the planning ahead, spending quiet time with God. Yeah, so God, I know Holy Spirit will give us more answers by Tuesday. So those are some of the things
Yeah.
we will
And
cover.
so again, what we need from you is some questions
Yeah.
about particular stresses you've encountered or you are dreading encountering, in the next couple of weeks. And, what are some ways that we can, help you to alleviate them, maybe even eliminate them. All right. So exactly 2 weeks from today till Christmas Day.
Mhm.
All right. So we want to thank you for joining us and live. You just happened to catch us at the right time. But we will go into much greater depth when we meet on Tuesday, December 13th at 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll see you then.
Bye for
Bye
now.
bye.